Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. I've got some pretty explosive news coming straight from the NFL rumor mill that could shake up the NFC West and send shockwaves through the league. And it's all centered around one of the NFL's most talented young cornerbacks, Sauce Gardner. Yeah, you heard that right. There's chatter that the Indianapolis Colts, currently in a pretty rough spot, might be looking to make a bold move by trading away their star cornerback to the 49ers. And let me tell you, if this trade happens, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the season, especially for the Niners' championship aspirations. First, let's set the scene. The Colts, sitting at 4-9 with one of the worst secondaries in the league, are in full-blown rebuild mode. They're in a situation where they are desperately trying to turn things around, but their defense has been a disaster this season. Their secondary has been leaking points, giving up an average of 30 points per game in 2025, and the overall defense ranks near the bottom of the league in many categories. They're also hamstrung by a tight cap situation, with only around $9 million in space, making it even more urgent for them to shed some salary and rebuild the roster from the trenches up. The front office is eyeing a major overhaul, especially on the defensive line, which has been ravaged by injuries and poor performances. According to the latest reports and leaks from within Indy, the Colts are considering trading Sauce Gardner, a versatile and lockdown cornerback, in exchange for draft picks and a safety, which would free up around $20 million in cap space. This move isn't just about clearing cap space. It's about resetting the team's future and trying to build a more stable, competitive squad. Sauce, at just 25 years old, is considered a phenom. He's got the kind of talent that can transform a secondary overnight, and he's been performing at an elite level in his third NFL season. Now, for the 49ers, this isn't just a good addition, it's a game changer. Imagine adding a cornerback of Sauce Gardner's caliber to the secondary. It would elevate the defense significantly, especially against the deep passes and mismatches that have troubled the Niners at times this season. Gardner's ability to shut down top receivers and make plays on the ball is exactly what Kyle Shanahan's defense needs to reach the next level. His presence could complement Charvarius Ward perfectly, creating a formidable duo on the outside that would give opposing quarterbacks nightmares. Let's dig a little deeper into what Sauce Gardner brings to the table. This guy, coming out of Cincinnati, has been nothing short of spectacular in 2025. He sports a PFF overall grade of 93.6, making him one of the top cornerbacks in the league. His coverage grade, a staggering 95.0, which is first among all cornerbacks. He's allowing just 34% completion against him, with 8 interceptions and 20 pass deflections in just 13 games, an incredible stat line for a player so young. His career stats are equally impressive. 230 tackles, 22 interceptions, and an EPA per target of -0.28, which is considered elite. His ability to not only lock down receivers, but also make plays on the ball and create turnovers makes him a true game winner. It's worth noting that Sauce has had some injury setbacks this season, suffering a shoulder injury in Week 7, but managing to play 98% of the snaps afterward. Standing 6'3" and weighing around 200 pounds, he's a physical specimen who compares favorably to other top cornerbacks like Patrick Surtain, especially in terms of PFF coverage metrics. His stats include an average of 5 solo tackles per game, allowing just 4.6 yards per target, and a minimum completion percentage of 27% against man coverage. In Week 12, he notably had 3 pass deflections and an interception against the Texans, along with forcing a fumble, highlighting his playmaking ability. Now, why would the Colts consider trading away someone like Gardner? Well, the answer is simple: cap space and the rebuild. Their current cap situation is tight, with only about $9 million available, and they're looking at odds of plus 25000 to win the Super Bowl, which shows how much they're in a rebuild mode. Their defense, especially the trenches, has been decimated by injuries and poor performance, ranking 28th in DVOA. They've got issues up front with 5 concussions on the defensive line, and their overall defense desperately needs an overhaul. Trading Gardner could bring in valuable draft capital, help them rebuild the interior line, and give the team a fresh start. For the 49ers, this potential trade couldn't come at a better time. San Francisco is currently sitting at 7-6, and their secondary ranks 14th in PFF grades, which isn't bad but could be so much better with a player like Gardner. Adding him would give them a true shutdown corner, boosting their pass defense by a significant margin. Imagine a secondary with Gardner and Ward locking down the outside, forcing quarterbacks to think twice before throwing deep. This would reduce the big plays allowed, currently at about 14 per season, down to around 8, which is a huge difference in a league where explosive plays often determine the outcome. The impact on the Niners' defense would be immediate. Their pass rush, which has been solid this year, would gain more time to get to the quarterback, knowing they have a lockdown on the outside. With Gardner's elite coverage, the team's overall EPA per play on defense could see a jump of plus 19%, making them a true top 5 unit and possibly even elevating them into elite status. This would also translate into more third down stops, going from 38% success rate to over 50%, giving the offense more opportunities to control the game and pile up points. And let's not forget the playoff implications. The Super Bowl odds right now are around plus 1,200, but if the 49ers make this move, those odds could tighten considerably, perhaps dropping to plus 600. Gardner's grade of 95.0, combined with his plus 26% man coverage success rate in the playoffs, makes him a real X-factor. His ability to shut down top receivers in high-pressure situations could be the difference maker in close games, especially against teams like the Cardinals, who are at plus 950 odds but could be overwhelmed by a secondary led by Gardner. So putting it all together, this trade would be a bold but strategic move that would solidify the 49ers' defense, making it one of the best in the league. It's a move that signals the team's commitment to winning now and in the future. Sauce Gardner isn't just a short-term fix. He's a cornerstone that could help define the Niners' defense for years to come. The Colts, on the other hand, are in limbo, trying to rebuild and cut costs, and this trade fits their blueprint for a fresh start. Now, folks, I know this is all just speculation at the moment, but it's the kind of move that could truly shape the rest of the season and beyond. The 49ers have always been about smart, aggressive moves, and adding a player like Sauce Gardner would be a statement, showing the league that San Francisco is not just content to compete, but to dominate. Think about the possibilities. Elite coverage, fewer big plays, more turnovers, and an even more intimidating defense that could carry them deep into the playoffs and right to another Super Bowl. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe the Niners should go all in for Sauce Gardner? Would you trade away some draft picks or a player to make this happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us, and it definitely matters for the future of this team. Remember, I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned and keep supporting the 49ers. This team is on the rise, and with moves like these, the sky's the limit. Let's keep the faith, and as always, go Niners.